So you may have heard some of the fuss around the movie Turning Red, the new Pixar Disney film about a 13-year-old girl who's growing up in Toronto. Most people love it. Some, though, claim it's inappropriate for children. Why? Julie Cole, co-founder of Mabel's Labels, parenting blogger and mom of 6, joins us with some of the reasons. Good morning to you.
Hi, Annette. How are you?
Very good, very good. I think it's a shame. Like, I have not seen the movie yet, but all the things like, you know, it's woman-based, it's created by Canadian, it showcases Canada. What's wrong with it?
Okay, so I am going to defend this movie like I'm on the panel of Canada Reads. I did love this movie, and I feel like there's been a lot of unnecessarily kind of pearl clutching about the movie. But there are basically three main things parents are complaining about. One is they say it should come with a warning label. So here's the thing. It's actually rated PG, so it does come with a warning label.
Okay.
So, you know, PG means if you're under 15, if your kids are under 15, you may want parental guidance or guardian guidance with the movie because some of the topics might be a little bit, you know, more mature. So that's the one complaint. The other complaint is that the girls are quite rebellious and disrespectful to their parents. So here's the thing. They're 13.
Really? Like we haven't seen that in movies before.
Well, exactly. And I mean, they're 13, and that's a time where kids challenge parents and they try things out and they experiment and they self-advocate. And, you know, if anyone has had a teen out there, they know what it feels like to be disrespected once in a while. And I think, you know, for a lot of parents, they're in these parents groups when their kids are little and they're you know, talking about when they're talking and they're walking and all these cute things. Things get a little less cute as they become teenagers, and parents are a little less, you know, a little more reluctant to talk about, oh, my kid's vaping or my kid's slamming doors or swearing at me. These times are tricky, and family dynamics are hard. And I will say, for the record, I'm sure you've seen The Little Mermaid, and you will remember that Ariel does a deal with the devil to swap out her mermaid life for
to get away from her dad.
To hang out with a boy she's never met without her father's permission. So take that. I don't remember anyone complaining about her rebelling.
No, but this is, I guess, the big complaint is that it deals with periods.
Exactly. And you know, the whole menstrual cycle thing in this is actually quite subtle, I find. And I think if, you know, parents need to be having this conversation. We know that, like, experts and doctors are saying have these conversations when they're young. And it's great to normalize periods. It's great. I mean, my kids grew up knowing about menstrual cycles. They don't even remember learning about them. It was just part of, like, growing up and, you know, learn to talk, learn about life, learn about bodies. So I think parents need to be having conversations with these kids. And if this is a shock to you.
Yeah, and especially because periods are coming so much earlier.
Right.
We're seeing now quite, you know, it's not out of the ordinary to have a period start when you're 9 or 10.
9, exactly. And a lot of parents are saying they love that it's getting normalized in this movie because their daughters have had periods at quite young ages.
It's nothing shameful, right?
Yeah, so I think, you know, these little complaints are easily dealt with. Now, there's a lot of great stuff with this movie. And as you said, I think, you know, representation is one of them. It's created by an all-female team. And I know one mom mentioned on social about how it's so amazing how it's an animation film that normalizes and includes mobility devices, glucose monitors, insulin pumps, religious headwear, and more. And representation is so important because it reduces stigmas. So this is a good thing.
We've only got a few minutes left, Julie, but you have a book that you recommend that would maybe help ease parents who have concerns to talk about this. Can you just quickly bring up the book title?
You bet. Okay, Roby Harris does a series of books. The one that I love for little ones is called It's Not the Stork. And, you know, I know these conversations can be tough for parents. And if you're feeling a little bit awkward and you're not so sure, there are resources out there. And this one is excellent. Okay. And she's got 3 books for 3 different ages, and the kids will love it. And just read it as a family. And there's great resources from you know, Mac Kids and other places. So, you know, tough conversations need to be had.
You have to have them. Good talk today, Julie Cole.
Thanks, Annette. Watch the movie.
Yes, I have to.